people are like, well,
Watch
how
this.
could they do that? There are
This is what I
laws,
said,
like,
y'all.
so it's buddy.
Earlier video.
I'm a personal injury lawyer, and like the original creator said, there are a lot of people wondering how Alex was able to pull off stealing all of his clients' money. And I have to tell you, I'm a little confused and do not believe for 1 second that he was able to do all of this by himself, and he was able to do it undetected for as long as he was doing it. So let me walk you through what happens in our office when we have a settlement. So first of all, everyone knows how much the settlement is. We have to get permission from the client to settle their case. The paralegal knows how much the check is going to be.
You're gonna start telling.
Everybody knows. It's not a secret in our office how much we settled the case for. So that's number one. So if we're expecting $1 million to come in, but only 500,000 shows up, there's some red flags, some that are going to be going off, some sirens going to be going off. So that's number one. I don't understand how the paralegals in his office, the case managers in his office wouldn't know how much the settlement was and be expecting a certain amount. Once we get the settlement check in, the paralegals began preparing a settlement sheet. And this is a sheet that goes to the client and we get the client to sign. It has each provider, each medical provider,
I've been through this, y'all.
if the client got a loan, which we discourage, if they got a loan, it has that information on there. It has what our fees are. And ultimately, it has the amount that's going to go directly to the client.
Yep.
The client has to sign off on this. Now, we have the type of clients who will ask us, who is this provider? I don't recall receiving treatment there. We'll go back and research it, go back to them, let them know. So it's a very transparent process because the client has to know where the funds are going. If our client saw something like Forge on their disbursement sheet and they have never been involved with Forge, didn't have a loan, didn't have any type of funding through Forge, there would be questions. There would be lots of questions. If my paralegal saw something like that on the settlement sheet, she would have questions because we have to input our expenses, the client's expenses, into their file as the case is going along. So it's really baffling to me that nobody in his firm knew that money was disappearing into accounts, the Forge account. It's not adding up. The math is not mathing. I believe other people had to have known what was going on with Alex.